Now, I've had comments. Not a lot, but I've had comments. Brian, why are you always dressed like a bum? Well, now I'm dressed like a monkey. Are you happy? I wanted to present this to you in the spirit of none of us is greater than all of us. This is supposedly Tyler Robinson seen on CCTV footage 20 minutes after the 12:23 and 30-second shot from the rooftop of the university campus where Charlie Kirk was speaking. We're just going to go ahead and get into it.
So wait, you said some girl reaches out to you. She says she's trying to get a hold of this, and she's got videos of Tyler Robinson.
She's got videos of Tyler Robinson 20 minutes.
Now, 12:44 would be 21 minutes after the 12:23 shot that Tyler Robinson supposedly took. And here's his car right here.
Minutes after the shot was taken at 12:23 in her parking lot, parked in her car at her job. And the reason she knew it was him was because the FBI went into her store and said Tyler Robinson's phone was pinging here and we need to check your cameras. So she starts going through her camera footage at her job with the feds, and his car pops up. They tell her, okay, stop there. That's his car.
Now that's strange. If Tyler Robinson's phone was pinging at this location, then don't they have it pinging at the UVU location? Or did he just not have his phone with him? Did he keep his phone off while it was in his car? And then when he got back to his car, he drove down the road for a little bit and turned it on, or turned it on in this parking lot? There's a lot of questions to be asked here. And you're going to think of way more questions than I have.
So she had the timestamps of it. So she went back, took videos, took pictures of everything, and now I got it.
Holy shit! Good job, bro. That girl. That information needs to get out there immediately because that girl's life's in danger. She's a loose end. That girl should be really worried for her safety. Holy shit!
So this is the crazy part about this, bro. Even in the camera footage, it's at 12:44 when he pulls in. How did he take the shot, jump off the roof, run through campus, run through the neighborhood, ditch the gun, change his clothes, get into his car, and drive 7 minutes away?
It's actually even more than that. He had to take the shot, disassemble the gun, put the gun into the backpack or his pants, jump off the roof, which, take a look at my last video, it doesn't look like he jumped off the roof with any kind of gun. Jump off the roof, reassemble the gun, wrap the gun in a towel or a blanket, throw the gun into the wooded area, change clothes, drive down the road. So there's a lot of things that Tyler Robinson had to do in order to make it into the parking lot 21 minutes later.
To her parking lot.
No fucking way.
The time, it doesn't make sense, bro. He could not have done all that in 20 minutes.
No fucking shit. Well, let me fucking send that video to me. Let's put this on fucking blast. Holy fuck.
So if Tyler was only there because he was picking up and dropping off the gun, that would explain why he's sitting in his car in a parking lot 20 minutes after he allegedly shot Charlie Kirk, driving in circles. It doesn't make any sense unless he's being told to stay there to go pick up the gun. Would shoot somebody and sit in a parking lot a mile away, bro.
Nobody would. Nobody fucking would.
This one's crazy. So I asked her too. I said, "Hey, did they tell you?"
You said that's at 12:44.
Bro, I'm sending you the first footage, bro. She just sent me all the vid. She sent me every camera in her park.
Dude, do you understand how fucking crazy viral this is gonna go right now? This is fucking insane.
This first video I'm sending you. So this is when he first. Tell me when you're playing it.
And do you want any credit for this, or do you want to remain silent, anonymous?
You can shout me out.
Oh fuck yeah! All right. And what's your username on X?
From convict to conservative.
Perfect. All right. Cool.
All right. You see the video?
Yup.
Okay. You're gonna look at the street over there. You're gonna see pulls. So this is when he's driving by her work, and then I'm gonna send. Look at the timestamp. There he is, 12:44. You see him?
Yup.
Okay, so there's him at 12:44.
He's in.
Okay, that was 12:44 and 45 seconds. So that's right at 21 minutes supposedly after the shot was taken.
His gray Charger.
Yeah, that's his gray Charger. So this is when he drove by her. I'll send you the rest. Yeah, this is when he drove by in the front. And I'm going to show you where he parks back of her job.
And how far of a way is that from what is the location of that off that where she worked at there?
I'm gonna send it to you because she sent it to me. She sent me everything. Look at that.
We'll discover later it's a 5-minute drive, which technically it could be possible for him to do this. But the other question is, why doesn't the FBI show us the entire roof line even during the shot? Why do we only get immediately after the shot? And why aren't there any timestamps on this camera? For all we know, that's not Tyler Robinson on the roof. And that's not even the correct day, because it doesn't look like anybody's, rushing to get out of the parking lot. There's nobody running. Everybody seems to be fairly calm for a 30-06 gunshot to have already happened.
Okay, now
This
look
is
at her
fucking
messages.
big, dude. This is fucking big. Holy shit,
This is
bro.
her messages to me. Look at these messages.
All right, let's take a look at this. I'm connected to a lot of people. I'll get it out to see if there's any money for the video. Don't just send this to anyone. And the other video is about 4 minutes, but doesn't let me upload it. Is there an email? That video you sent me, do you have the other? Gives it through WhatsApp. I really mostly want people to see it and to connect the timeline. Not really looking for money. Good for her. I'm returning to work. Once I get off, we'll send the rest. I sent the video to TMZ, but they're not interested. That's a big mistake. FBI said that when the cell phone was turned on, it sent signals that he was here, and that's how the FBI came to the stores asking for security cams, which is interesting because usually when the FBI does this kind of thing, as this guy will point out in this video, what happened after 9/11 is they went around to the convenience stores and all the shops and all the businesses that were around the Pentagon, for example, and confiscated all of the video surveillance equipment. Here is the back parking lot, and then entered the front parking lot. I sent it to multiple people, but everyone has their messages blocked or don't respond. FBI came to our work asking for security cameras, and this is what we found. I sent it to Candace's email, but it says it's full.
She reached out and she's sending me stuff, and then she's sending me the maps of her job. She even sent me the address.
Okay, so the shopping center is only 5 minutes away from where the shooting took place.
And I can use all this. She said that's okay. She wants this to go to Candace, right?
You can post
But I mean,
this to me. She didn't care who.
that's what I mean. I can put it out there, right?
Yeah, because I asked her. I said, did they tell you not to put any of this out? And she said no. They just said thank you. Out. Like they didn't tell her anything, bro. They just had her pull up her.
It's just fuck. I'm surprised they didn't confiscate it. See, they were not planning to cover this up originally. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think somebody higher up came down at, you get what I'm saying? Because if this was like 9/11, on 9/11, they went around immediately and confiscated all the video footage, every shred of evidence. They didn't do that this time.
Exactly.
I think that originally this is why they were.
Because they already had.
Yeah, I think
they had their shooter. It's Tyler.
Well, but I also think that they probably originally thought that Tyler was actually the dude who did it and didn't realize that he was going to turn into this fucking patsy. You know what I'm saying?
What? Usually a patsy is determined beforehand. When they're hatching the plan, they're going to pin it on this guy. I don't buy that.
Yeah, they didn't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I know he didn't do it.
No,
so
he didn't
that's
do it.
why they think that it was him. So ever.
Will you text me the name and address of this location? So I can pull it up on my maps and show how far. I know she sent the screenshot of it that I can see there. 5 minutes away.
So I think I'm going to have to screen record the second one because she sent it to my WhatsApp. So I don't see if I can save it. Yeah, I can. Hold on.
Dude, this is fucking nuts.
Okay, so in these two videos, it shows him pulling into the parking lot, right? Wow. It shows him pulling into the parking lot, and then he drives off, and then you see him driving past her work again. It makes literally no sense. Let me make sure which one is which.
Pull up your YouTube.
Being crazy. There you go. Here's the second shot. Okay, so this is the backside of her building from what she was. Okay, so let me make sure this is the one. So there's one. Let me see. Okay, no, the first video is when he drives off. So let me see the second one. Hold on. Okay, so you see the videos I just sent you?
Yeah, I'm watching one of them right now. I'm watching the one that's a minute and 30 minutes long.
Okay.
A minute and 30 seconds.
Okay, so this one, okay, no, that's the second video. That's when he's driving away. Watch the second one, and you'll see him pull into the parking lot at like 10 seconds.
At 12:44.
Yeah, that's when you see him driving from the front camera, and then you see him.
I'm watching. Hold on.
You should see it at 20 seconds. He's in the back there.
Okay,
back.
I'm at 18 seconds right now. Okay, yep. I see him pulling in. Yep, exactly. Yep, he's driving right there.
So now he sits there for that time, and then once you get to like 1 minute and 50 seconds, or actually 2 minutes, he drives away. And then that other video, you see him at a minute and 20 seconds driving back in the opposite direction again.
Dude, he is. Whoa, dude, this is bizarre. Okay.
So this is not somebody who just shot somebody, bro.
No, not at all. You would be going to Mexico. You'd be so fast to get out of that town.
Let me explain why I know this, bro, because the life I come out of that I don't live anymore, when things like this happen, you don't stick around, bro. Not even in your mind of like the fear and panic of something like this, you get out of Dodge, out of fear, because you don't want to get caught. You don't linger. Let me send you the shots of where this is exactly. Oh man, this is fucking insane. Okay.
That is true, especially if you're at genius level, like supposedly Tyler Robinson was. He aced the ACT. Acing the ACT and being in the 99.9 percentile is a genius. No genius is going to take that shot and then hang around in town. And I'm not sure where it fits in the timeline, but Candace asserts that Tyler Robinson left, changed his clothes, and then went to a Dairy Queen, which was, I can't remember if it was 15 minutes or 15 miles away, but there was no timestamp on that either. And then somebody else named George Webb went out to that same Dairy Queen, and apparently they had taken the sign down. The restaurant was gutted, and it's not a business anymore.
Okay, here's what she sent me right here. So, do you see this photo right here?
Yep.
Okay, so the white dot is the tip of UVU campus, but if you zoom in,
Now, this is doable, okay? But when it gives you this 5-minute drive time, it does not take into consideration what time of day, depending on when this was screenshotted right here. For example, if it's at 12:23, we're talking about in the middle of lunch. And I don't know about you, but in my small town, and I live in a very small town, during lunch, there's the lunch rush hour traffic. And what typically takes me, let's say 5 minutes to get to the gym would take me probably 10 or 11 minutes. So it can easily double this time. And if we're talking about between the 12:23 and the 12:44 time frame, you are talking about in the middle of potential rush hour traffic, which would extend this 5-minute time. But let's just take that out of the way. Take 5 minutes off of the 21 minutes. You have 16 minutes for Tyler Robinson to accomplish everything that he supposedly accomplished according to the FBI, which includes taking the shot, disassembling the rifle, putting it in the backpack, running across the roof, jumping down from the roof, reassembling the rifle, wrapping it in a blanket, throwing it in the woods, changing her clothes, and then rushing into this parking lot as soon as possible. And why did he go? What was he waiting for? Why was he in that parking lot?
can see where that roof is, where that shot was taken.
If that was him, if that was his car.
And that red dot is her job. So that's on South 400 West Street, and then on, I think that's what, West Center Street. So her parking lot is 51 West Center Street.
Okay. Hey, and then
that's a 5 minute. That's a 5 minute drive, bro, in itself.
Okay. And then is Yakov? Is that anything that can't be shown on screen?
No, you could show that.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure I wasn't going to dox you or do anything.
Yeah. That's just my social media moniker on
cool.
Facebook.
Awesome.
So
perfect. Yeah, don't say anything about your name. Yeah. Man. All right, brother, I got you.
All right, so that's all there is to this. Let me know what you think. First of all, is that Tyler Robinson's Camaro? Number two, if it is, and the FBI says he took the shot, is it possible to take that shot and do all the things in between 12:23 and 12:44? Is it possible to actually make it to that parking lot? I would like to know, if you live in this area, what the lunch rush hour is like between 12 and 1 o'clock. If it's heavily congested, then I would say there's no possible way that Tyler could be in this place, according to the FBI, and then in this place in the parking lot, according to that CCTV camera footage, assuming that is Tyler Robinson. What do you think is going on here? I don't have all the answers. I'm just asking questions, and none of us is greater than all of us, and I hope you like the suit. Leave your comments in the comment section below. I really appreciate you guys being here. Remember, the price of freedom is now and will always be eternal vigilance. And indifference to this notion is the means by which the people have and will secure their own oppression. And one of the best ways to secure your oppression is to believe in the psychological operations of government. I will see you in the next video.